Hey guys, Nick here, strength coach from HPI. What we want to go over today is coupling conditioning with your hypertrophy work. For most people that follow our evolution class or come to our evolution class, they know that we do like to couple our strength training, our high rep work, and the metcons together. The only thing I see a problem with a lot of people who may be training on their own or writing their own programs is they don't know how to progress these together. So what we're going to talk about today is how you're going to match your volume with your hypertrophy work, with your duration and your volume for your conditioning work here. Okay, so if we're looking at a graph chart, and I've got my total volume here, and we're just going to say this represents the amount of reps that you're going to hit for each body part. Okay, we're going to go on the higher end of 120 to 150. The middle end is going to be 90 to 120 reps, and then the lower end we're going to go 60 to 90 reps here. Okay, that's for our total volume there. This is going to represent a level 3, a level 2, and a level 1. All right. Now we're going to go for our cardio, or we'll just label this cardio conditioning. And from a total duration volume standpoint, I know it's going to vary with each person depending on their goal, especially if you have a performance goal and you're into running or you got a race that you're training for. But we'll just say hardly any conditioning is going to represent a 1. That would be mostly recovery work or very low intensity work. Anywhere between 10 to 20 minutes would represent something like that. Our next one would be medium duration and volume. That would represent a 2. So anywhere from a 5K to maybe even an 8K. And then our low, which would be a 3. And this would represent a 3 because, again, this is going to be longer duration, higher volume. So someone who would be training for a half marathon or a marathon, or who's very heavy into the CrossFit type metcon workouts multiple times a week, that would represent a 3 there. Okay, so if we're looking at meshing these together, obviously I don't want to be doing a level 3 here and a level 3 here. You can't crisscross these two together because that's going to inhibit your recovery. And that's where a lot of people run into problems. They don't know how to match these two together while still progressing throughout the year. All right, so if we're looking at a yearly chart here, months 1 through 3, I'm going to be training in the 2 zone, okay? So I'm going to be doing a lot of moderate work. Months 4 through 6, I'm going to be training in the 3 zone. So that's a great time for me to do a lot of metcons, or maybe train for a half marathon or a full marathon around that time. Months 7 through 9, I went back down to the 2, so I can still maintain all the work that I did here. And then lastly, months 10 through 12, I would back down to a 1. Okay? And you'll see why I would back down to 1 at that standpoint. Again, months 10 through 12, we're looking at an actual annual year. That would be October, November, December. Most people get that in the wintertime. That's a great time to get big. Okay? So, now if we're looking at our repetition ranges here, my level 1 is going to be 60 to 90 reps per body part or movement, 90 to 120. And then I got my 120 to 150. All right? Again, I know a lot of people train higher in their volume than 150 for body part. But again, we do a lot of other strength work, plyometrics, and other things that's going to inhibit your recovery and your ability to recover from all this here. So let's just say 150 is our top end. Okay? So months 1 through 3, because I'm training at a level 2, medium duration, medium intensity, it would probably be within my best interest here to be at this rep range, at that volume. Months 4 through 6, because I'm at a level 3, it'd probably be within my best interest to now back down to my volume and be on that lower end of 60 to 90, maybe even lower. Then again, because I'm going back up at that level 2, we can match that medium with medium. Okay? And then because I'm going high, very low here, low on the scale, hardly any conditioning, but high with my volume, I would increase there. So you see, if we're looking at it from a wave standpoint, you're going from 2 to 3 to 2 to 1, right? As I'm peaking here, my volume is as low as for my lifting. And as I'm peaking here for my size, for my muscle growth, the volume and duration for my conditioning increases. Again, these numbers, they just represent the concept. We can work around these numbers however needed based upon the person and the number of days that they be training and the training split. But hopefully this gives you guys a general idea of how you should be writing your programs if you're writing them on your own. If not, check us out at www.hpi-vb.com to get more information about our personal program design.